difficult to stop those, especially if they have these super lethal specials. Like, we saw some Zukas from both teams in the previous map, and those can definitely do a lot of damage. Another thing that can be great on tower control is Booyah Bomb and Tri-Strikes just for the GG options. Is that a well stringer?
That is a well stringer indeed.
Oh my god.
Okay. All the bows are coming out here to play.
Oh my god. I love seeing these stringers. They play so different to any other backline we really have right now, and well stringer especially. They have 5 charge shots and a very interesting accuracy change when they charge all the way up. Getting that max charge on the first full ring, like we just saw there, and then the part it goes way back out, super wide accuracy on the second. As we see, Anenemies is already getting super aggressive on the Blahaj Blast. Finding 2 members is going to be massive, and with the Booyah Bomb, they're going to be able to push so much further. And Drew on this 10 attack is going to pop those Tri-Strikes to allow even more aggression from Anenemies here.
Yeah, just look how much control and like the specials out here, getting 2 members of BB down here, and they're just forced to just kind of play up on this upper half of the ramp here. You normally want to control that window area. Easy's going to try and put out some strikes that unfortunately goes down, but hey, at least the hammer is able to trade them out here, and this is just getting very scrambled here, Sig.
Yeah, it's super scrap heavy, like most maps in Sturgeon Shipyard can turn into. A lot of picks, a lot of one-on-one fights, especially around the tower. It can get messy, and if you want to win the game here, you have to be able to play messy. As we see, Blahaj Blast is able to bounce back and get that defense going. They have the strikes at the ready, and almost to a crab tank as well, to try and retake the middle of the map here, possibly get something going up themselves. Sploosh trying to go in, not quite going to find the pick on the Tari here, but another member of Blahaj Blast is ready to follow up. It's easy, going to find themselves caught in the crossfires of Anenemies, and with 2 members up again, it looks like Anenemies with the Booyah Bomb are going to be able to find Sploosh again.
Yeah, definitely Anenemies is just been sitting in the driver's seat nearly this entire time. It's very difficult to break in the mid on Sturgeon, especially when they're constantly being hammered by specials and consistently getting these picks down here, especially with the wipeout right there, Sig. This looks like it's going to be a clean tower wide all the way to the secondary point. The heavens here, always finding these picks here just when you need it here. But hey, it's also Alamo Joe on this crab tank here, holding and sustaining here, hoping to just get some picks here and just riding this tower as far as they can, just slowly but surely doing it. And that just draws the perfect attention here. And just look at all this paint here, Sig, just all in control of BB.
Oh my gosh, they were able to capitalize so well off of that. That was crazy, off of just a single crab tank, and now they have a bunch of specials at the ready. At least the Tri-Strikes, they're going to use it, going to find a pick, a trade even, but they're still going to be 1 member down. It's going to be a little bit tough to fight for, and Marlowe on this tower is just going to prevent the rest of Blahaj Blast from doing anything. They're going to have to stay alive, though, and try and help out Drew against Cattail, as well as Marlowe, and now Cattail's going to have to jump out, but Blahaj Blast is still pushing this tower. They have so many specials, like you said, with that passive special charge is going so well for them. 2 members end up going down, but since they're cooled up, they can just jump right back in. We're seeing it happen. People giving jumps back to mid. The crab tank is already up as well.
My goodness, special for special, and it just seems like what was it? Anenemies has just the right specials to be able to counter like more HP specials that are being used by BB, right? You saw the crab tank there, just sitting on the tower here, constantly being able to swing the momentum in their favor, right? So what's a good way to get rid of a crab here? Those Tri-Strikes here. You saw the You saw the 10 attack, right? Tossing up the strikes right there, and just constantly applying all this pressure and just denying any more members of BB to ride that tower. Yeah, definitely. Just the cluster there, though. Just leaving the 3 members of BB just having to fight here. Sploosh is all alone against the world. That is the tower riding forward, as well as these specials coming on by. Kaizuka gets popped cooler in response right here. You need cooler for these last 10 seconds if you want anything to happen here and sustain any momentum here. But you have to get onto that tower here. Tari looking for an opportunity to jump on that tower, but no! Anenemies is going to be able to take game number 2 here pretty cleanly here, Sig. Trying to get a lot of points on the board here as both these teams are readying up here. What stands out to you, Sig?
Well, the Tri-Slosher Nouveau and Snap on the Nautilus stands out first off. And like you said, you called it, the Splushamatic and the Wellstring. This is going to be some crazy object damage for Blahaj Blast to kind of start this off. But Anenemies is going to have some weapons that are really good at fighting it. And Snap on that Nautilus with the point sensor is going to just do a great job of keeping tabs on just about every member of Blahaj Blast. Anenemies finds early picks onto Sploosh, and I believe that was the shot player of Blahaj Blast, and they get the first checkpoint within 25 seconds.
Wow, this is already a gas pedal just being and pushed down all the way here. Enemies just hears go, 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 go. There's no need to hit the brakes here. They're giving us all this space here. We're getting these picks here. Oh my goodness, all the way down to 6 points remaining, and it's hardly been a minute on the board here.
They really have a ton of time to work with here still with 2 minutes remaining, and they're going to make great use of it, finding one pick with a hammer, make that 2 on the jump out. That's insane from Sploosh. Oh my goodness, they're going to get that Rainmaker pushed up, but Snap here going to find 1. I think that was 2, and now it's just Cattail, but Cattail finds 1 pick with the Rainmaker. That's going to be massive, providing some jumps as well, but they're going to have to deal with Drew just right on the spine. Pretty difficult. Now they're stuck in that no retreat zone, and with some tri-strikes on top of them, this is going to be really tough.
Another pick with Rainmaker. Cattail just went absolutely insane. There's like just, oh my god, and a wipeout too. Just everything just happening all at the same time here. And it just seems like Anenemies with that giant lead here doesn't know exactly how to respond to this explosive pressure that is coming out from these Rainmaker shots, as well as the members falling up from the pop as well. But now it's almost is winding down to the last part of the game here. The checkpoint still has not been cleared. This is putting a lot of pressure on BB, while Anenemies just needs to find a way to restabilize and find some space back to mid.
Yeah, and these trades aren't really doing them too well. Elmo Joe finds another one as well when Snap goes down. Now BB is going to find that first checkpoint. They're all cleared up, all ready for another push. Elmo Joe picks up the Rainmaker. Now they're going to have to find the pick on the Snap, and Tari and Marlo here to at least get something going.
Wait.
Elmo Joe just rushes through with Lucian's hammer, down to 12 points. And with the member advantage, they're going to find the full one on the Blahaj Blast. Wait a minute, this is entirely possible. They can get even KO even, and they do. What happened with Blahaj Blast? That was nuts at the end there.
I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going into game number 3, right? This is game 3. I know how to do it. No, game number 4 here. I promise I graduated the first grade music.
We're going to see some runbacks from Anenemies here with the S-Class. Something we really didn't touch on. A weapon that has come out recently that we haven't seen a lot of presence in recently. And I can't for the life of me figure out why, as they get 2 picks on the right side, and Anenemies takes early control of this zone with an early teamfight win. I think that's 3 down in their favor as well. Picking down past 80 points already. It's just Cattail remaining with this Ultra Stamp. And now, granted, they're close to the Zuka as well on the side of Blahaj Blast, but they still need to retake control of the zone, find a bunch of picks, and they do so. They find 3. It's just Tari left on that shot, and they have to jump out immediately, and Blahaj Blast is going to take back control of the zone pretty quick.
Allowing the lead swap to happen already here, as Anenemies just does not have a response to what is going on here. But wait, the Nautilus is able to get a kill with the Rain, I believe, as well, or what was that?
I think that was the Storm. I'd be shocked if they could find hits with the point sensor. So I believe that was the Ink Storm coming out from them. Great finding picks there with the chip damage as well. That's going to put Anenemies on this gas pedal again. However, Snap is going to have to just stand tall against 3 members strong of Blahaj Blast. Going to find 1, going to have to back off though and get the zones. You know, that's more than worth it if you are able to stay alive. But Anenemies isn't quite able to with the Zuka coming through from Blahaj Blast. Finding 3, finding 4. Now they're going to be stuck on the back foot again. Blahaj Blast remains in control of the zone, and they only have 10 penalty points to chew through before they can start extending their lead even further.
Yeah, definitely. Penalty points are basically going to be chewed through immediately. Points are ticking down here. So this puts Anenemies out of position here. Like, hey, we need to break through and keep this food. But BB smartly backing up here, giving the space that is necessary that Anenemies did with their specials here. And then just looking for an opportunity to recap zone here. But you remember, Ursig, Umami zones is 2 zones actually. So capping 1 zone is not going to put you back into penalty.
Yeah, you have to get both of them, and they're pretty sizable zones for a double zones map as well. Definitely larger than something along the likes of Undertow Spillway. And it looks like Blahaj Blast is going to remain in control, finding so many picks as well to kind of close out the game. They're going to end here with a KO. It's just the S-Blast remaining, and they're not going to be able to cap the zone in time. That's a full KO for Blahaj Blast, and they're up 3.
See it going either way still, because game number 5 with Plamblet, it should be very interesting given what we saw in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was still, relatively close for both teams. I mean, the score didn't really cater too far to the side of either team. But I will say that Blahaj Blast seemed very comfortable when they played on Scorch Gorge. I want to see if it changes here at all, just because of how different the map is.
Opportunity to push this spinner here. And now it just seems like Anenemies is just back in control despite being going 2 down there at the start of the game.
Yeah, they were able to stabilize really well, provide those jumps back in. Pink is already moving so far forwards on this 52 gal. Gonna find, not quite gonna find the frag on the Easy actually. Gonna set up that wall. Gonna go down though, because Easy was able to sneak past it just in the nick of time before it went up. And now Blast is really able to set up a little bit more stable of a hold inside of their own platform. But they're gonna need to find more to force Anenemies back even further.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you get set up on the spinner right here. You just need to be patient and look for these picks here, or use a special to brute force your way here. And that's exactly what Anenemies did here. But unfortunately, it gets shut down here. But hey, that's still a really respectable push, going all the way down to 62. That's practically 2 power plants here. Wait, Pink's trying to go for another one, 59.
Marlowe is just getting aggressive even in the face of danger in that Try-Zuka. They're looking for another push and another sneak in through the bombs, through the fire and the flames, and Marlowe is able to sneak in another power plant.
Yeah, definitely sneaking in that power plant was a pretty good idea here. But however, you are giving an opportunity for BB to get another pity here as well. I assume one of the members is going to run back for it. Sploosh already got a Avid online here.
And the chip damage from Cattail to possibly get a few picks, that's one of them in their favor, but they're going to have to move pretty fast with the Ultra Stamp that they have left, and it's not going to, or with the Ultra Stamp and the Zip Caster, and they're going to have to move like right now to start this overtime off.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the specials that is online is also Zipcaster, so I'm waiting for it to be popped. There it is right here. Unfortunately, gets traded out. Just 3 members here, but no, Cattail comes in and jump scare with the Ultra Stamp here. But unfortunately, with all the other members going down here, there's not going to be an opportunity to score or in the basket here, giving game number 5 the fact that that space is taken here. I'm going to charge up a special of my own and take that space back here, but it's just a matter of efficiency, Sig.
It really is. It's just, can you give your specials enough value, and can your teammates play off of them well enough to get into these annoying spots and force people out from where they could pressure tower in, if you didn't. And we're gonna move over here to we see, Almo Joe is on those tri-strikes off of that O-Brush, and we see, I believe it's 6 as well onto the 10-tech splatter shot.
Yeah, definitely. I love my shooters here. We love our shots here. We have tri-strikes on both sides here, and those are just going to be, let's just say, a good opportunity to be able to push the tower as well as stop tower pushes as well. It's a very versatile special set.
We'll put the cooler onto the jump points and just keep this tempo up for Anenemies here. It's looking pretty solid for them, even if it's just a 3-on-3 that they're in right now.
Yeah, 3-on-3 situation like that can always be a little bit tricky to defuse here, because, oh, should I wait for my teammate to respawn here? Should we regroup? Or should we try and push with the advantage that we currently have, as well as to try and maintain the space that we have here? But hey, multiple members are going down here, but hey, Anenemies is able to clear this first checkpoint, and it's being relatively uncontested here, Sig.
Yeah, very versatile special, and a lot of really good plays here. Drew's going to try and find a flank here onto the left. Not going to be successful, but able to draw several members of Blast over to there and forcing Cattail to kind of be stuck on their own. But with these strikes, not much is going to come from it. Anenemies is going to find the flank with Drew. With that Booyah Bomb hitting it from Pink, Pink is going to find the 1v1 onto Cattail. Going to find the pick as well. It's just Elmo, Joe, and Stu's trying to clean it up, get that trade off. But 6 is there. Interstead just constantly getting these trades. Easy goes down as well. I think that means Anenemies is going to be able to find Almo Joe and maybe push that tower with their 4 members strong to Blast 2.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very tricky situation to be in, especially when you're caught in this crossfire and have a point sensor on your back here as well. You're going to be hunted down. Apparently, getting a pick on the cooler as well is just so valuable here. So now Anenemies is going to be in a position here to hopefully try and push this here. Sitting inside your own rain here to try and live, but strikes, unfortunately, Sig, are just too strong.
Yeah, you get Venn diagrammed a little bit there. It's really hard to stay alive. You have to just move into really a situation that you don't want to be in either way. You're either way behind the tower and struggling to get on, or you're fighting 3 members of Blast. But Anenemies is able to hold strong, just provide some jumps, get those coolers in. They're going to break through this 3rd checkpoint, and I think they're just looking for the KO with 2 members on the tower here.
I'm really excited to see what BB is going to be able to do, and how Anenemies is going to be able to counter just how the strategy that BB has for this.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to run it back with the comp they used on Rainmaker Undertow with this Trian T-Tech Noir. And
Is that a decaf?
That is a decaf. You are very excited to see a decaf here, Sig, aren't you?
Well, yeah, we haven't seen those a lot, but it's gonna go down immediately to the Rainmaker pop. Anenemies able to out damage the sword and tri-stringer or well-string pop, but gonna just go down a little bit almost immediately after, and it's gonna make things really tough for themselves to try and keep pushing going. And Wild Blast is gonna capitalize pretty well with this. However, Zuka is going to come out, not probably going to find a pick on the Alamo Joe, but going to be a huge amount of chip damage and forcing all BB back here and enabling Anenemies to get that pop and get some aggression going with Marlowe on this Tri-Sauce going to find a pick. Snap's trying to just stay alive here with the Rainmaker. It's going to be tough between the Wellstringer shots, the Zuka shots, and that Impact just putting on the pain right now. However, they're going to survive the entire onslaught and finally try and break through this first check. I think this whole team might be maining this weapon, and they're just taking turns with it. They find the random picks onto that, and the kill as well. They get 2 just to trade it out. They could definitely take lead here with Cattail on the hammer. Easy does so, and it's just going to run it up while Cattail makes enough space to get down to 32 points for BB.
And that is what I like to call being a team player here. The sneaky Rainmaker play like you talked about earlier, Sid.
Oh my goodness. I better buy lottery tickets or something. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is by no means a bad weapon. The amount of damage that it can output on objects too is absurd. As Snap just finds 2 kills on a drop flank. Really well done. Can stay alive while Almojo's just trying to back up a little bit. Snap trying to pick up that Rainmaker in the face of the Inkjet. It's not quite going to happen though. Almojo's going to look for 2. His teammate's going to find up with the cleanup. Make that a 3rd. And they're looking for that final 4th. It's Tari. They're going to have to jump out after they drop. And Wild Blast is looking to extend their lead even further. I don't even think they're going to be able to, though, with this Zuka coming out. However, Cattail's just going to prove me wrong with this hammer. Knock it down to all 11. This hammer's working so well for them. Oh, yeah, for sure. They have shown their comfort of this mode time and time again. And with that trade coming in, Snap is still up. That might benefit them pretty well on the side of Anenemies. Not quite, though, as Snap runs into both Sploosh and Almojo. But 6 is going to try and sneak it forwards. Are they going to be able to get all the points? No, not quite. Just getting into the corner gives you 17, unfortunately, for them. And that means Wild Blast is going to be able to hold on to their lead here. Probably get the pop here and maybe an eventual reset. It looks like they're just going to opt to run it left here with that hammer protecting it. Tari's going to go down here, as well as 2 other members to the hammer of Cattail. And with the Rainmaker reset, 6 still gets another chance, but I don't think they're going to be able to pop the Rainmaker quite in time with the members, with Sploosh and Cattail right there.
Oh man, Rainmaker pop. My name is BB. We will have Rainmaker pop tonight here. We are eating well tonight. Man, what's on the course for Moody tonight? Man, Rainmaker pop at the side of Rainmaker shots. I don't know. I think just respawning instantly. I could definitely see it coming out here, especially on a map mode like Ship Shape, where you want to have a little bit of AoE weapons to pressure some of the upper areas of the map here. But hey, we are locking it in, and we see the Inkline and Tri-Stringer rocking the Super Chumps and the Sprinkler here. It's big.
Yeah, we haven't seen this since game 1. It's a pretty, honestly, it's pretty solid. I mean, Stringers can kind of have free reign from these uprights on either side of the map. Honestly, a really solid weapon in this, especially with those paint buffs they got in the most recent patch. It's going to be pretty good for them, but Anenemies, despite that, is going to be able to take that first zone. Cat and Elma, others go down. Cattail is able to pop these tri-strikes. However, Marlowe's in a really solid spot to kind of just be a nuisance here. However, 3 members of their team goes down, including them. And that's going to mean that Wild Blast is going to be able to just pop the Zipcaster and get so many points. Not quite going to find a pick with it, but it's looking really good for them so far.
Yeah, definitely. And Cattail is set up there on the top left here, putting that chip damage down already on zone here. Booyabong gets popped here just to live for a little bit longer here. And is able to get a trade here, Sig. That was absolutely insane. No, that was a shot right there, okay?
There was a shot involved, not quite finding the... I can't believe Pink got that. That was absurd. That just goes to show the versatility of S-Blast, really. You got that burst bump for the extra chip damage, and then you just need one direct from that big ol' thing where you jump. That worked out really well for them, but Anenemies, with that, are able to retake the zone here. and put Blah's Blast on the back foot for the first time in a little bit here, just about a minute. And Pink is putting so much damage off on the Sploosh and the rest of the team. Can they find the pick? No, not quite. They found one, but not the second. That's going to mean that Blah's Blast are able to neutralize the zone for a little bit, not going to flip it. And 6 is going to be able to find a pick on the Sploosh here. It's looking really good for them to take lead, especially when they pop that Trizuka. Is it going to find a pick? Let's take a look.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think the Zuka cash out this time here, but what is something that Anenemies is cashing out on. It's the points on the zone right now. You know, time is ticking here, and BB needs to find a solution or some way to break into mid right now. Cooler got dished out here. Zipcast are going to be online. Unfortunate bomb death on the zone here. That could be the difference maker here as a member of BB swarm this zone here to cap it, barely hanging on onto their match point. If you're BB, you know, you have your stringer set up here, you have the specials getting up and ready here. Now all you need to do is just watch this core entryway here, as well as just look for ways to pick off people as they get in the zone here, which is exactly what Easy's gonna do here, making it look not quite easy, but like definitely doable to be able to keep going here. But the jumps on top of the zone here, Alamo Joe with the drop roller Octo Brush automatically being able to live just because of that one ability there. You'd love to see this.
That was absurd. Great play using that unlucky Zipcaster, and they were able to get that full flip off because of it, forcing 3 members to kind of scatter using that Zipcaster. They do end up going down, but they're already back, and they're looking to just maintain control of the zone with only 30 seconds remaining. They're going to need that full 30 seconds to try and make something happen here. When Sploosh going down, it means they're going to be in quite a pickle, especially with Pink and Marlowe getting aggressive on the Easy. Here, Pink is going to go down, but Easy's traded out by 6, and Alamo Joe goes down to the rain. This is going to be really tough for them. They're going to need to get going now, 2 members down.
Yeah, definitely. It is do or die here. 10 seconds left on the clock. 2 members down here, and it's just going to be the Octopus doing everything they can to be able to go through, but only so much can happen here when it's 10 seconds here, and the zone needs to be capped here. That's a game 9 situation here, Sig. I think this is the second time I'm commentating a set here on Looney tonight where it goes to game 9. I could not catch a break this.
No, you're here for the full time. You're here for a long time and a pretty good time.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness. We're going. This is the first game 9 I've seen in a minute. You're playing the least mobile weapon, but you just have such a good hammer for just, you know, getting in, and it can just block a few shots for you if you need to clutch up.
Yep, you get excited, folks. It's going to be game 9 down to the wire. Do or die here. And we have a Sploosh-O-Matic online here. We'd love to see it here, Sig.
Oh my. Okay, Sploosh is playing Sploosh. I don't think. What? Are they flipping in the enemy spawn? They are.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Looking for the pick on the Marlowe. I'm just getting behind. That's really awesome.
My god.
The bubble teams end up going down here because of it. Chaos ensues. That's a very delayed wipeout on the side of Blah's Blast, and it's just Tari left standing with 7 clamps here. You know, if there's anybody you want left standing on the Anenemies here after that, it's Tari with that amount of power clamps.
Yeah. But hey, the basket's going to be wide open here for BB here, and slowly but surely, these members are going to try their best here to funnel these clamps in. One couple. Wait. How many clamps have got in there? 50 clamps? What? 50? What happened, Sig?
No, not going to quite catch there. But with the rest of the enemies up, they're just you know, looking to try and answer back to what Blah's Blast did only about 40 seconds before.
I don't know. I think I'm going to need a TI-84 to calculate the gambling odds of success here to get into this clan basket here, which is pretty high, I assume, because Anenemies was able to break through getting these picks here, as well as looking for options into ways to funnel more clans into this basket right here. It just seems like the enemies are just going to be trying to be rats right here, but unfortunately get snuffed out by BB here. And this is what I'm talking about here. Say one team fight away to get right to that basket. As Alamo Joe already gets a ball, but unfortunately misses.
No, not in game 9. Oh, that's so tough. Wait. What's coming? No! One shut down from, I believe that was Marlowe on the N785. Great stuff. Really unfortunate for BB there, honestly. That's kind of tough.
honestly. If they managed to score that clan right there, they would have another power clan along with the pity that they had along as well. The funnel and make it a little bit easier to break through right now. But hey, right now the basket is open. The lead is swapped right here. This is coming down to the wire right here as both these teams are trading pick for pick, tap for tap. Clans are still being funneled in here. BB needs a response to be able to do it, but no, unfortunately gets wiped out by the hammer. Oh my goodness, Sid.
6 is just popping off on this hammer. Really solid stuff from the Neo Luna Blaster. And that's a knockout? What?
What?
I was too focused on 6 to like see the score going down. Sixers is drawing everybody in from BB, and Anenemies are gonna take the set and find their first win of the Ludi season.